Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, I think the 17th of September. Taking JB to school because the bus decided to come hella early. So yeah, I literally watched the bus drive off and we were planning to take him to the bus stop. So this video is gonna be quick. So I've officially joined Brendan Mulrenan's reverse selling coaching program. Today is the first full day. I was going through some modules yesterday because I'm at the stage now, I think, in my business where I've done all that I know how to do, specifically like in terms of my skill acquisition, etc. I'm at the point now where I can get better just by doing more work, but I can also get much better by getting better instruction on the work that I do, and that's what I'm focused on now. So part of that means making some changes into my daily schedule. That part I knew. So, the last couple of days I've been waking up early consistently, heading to the gym like I did in the spring. That kind of fell off in the summer. But that's part of it because I want to get an early start in my day. I saw this really inspiring video. I think it's like 2 or 3 years old now by Ryan Serhant, where he talked about getting up 2 hours early, what that does for him. And essentially getting up 2 hours early and then starting your work. When you do the math, 2 hours times 5 days a week times 20 days a month or more, depending on how productive you are, ends up being 20 days extra that he has over his competition. Just the accumulation of hours. So, and it's one thing to hear that being productive and working up early is good, but I guess I'm an analytical person in general, according to my DISC profile. So having the numbers read out to me that way made more sense than me knowing this for like the last 20 years, hearing it that, oh, get up early, start your day. It's the idea that, especially in a competitive environment like real estate, I can generate 20 more days of work, of productivity, not just by being more efficient with my time, but more intentional as I'm efficient with my time. So that's one of the things I'm getting a head start on now, and I'm hopefully, modeling good behavior for my son as he sees that growing up. So when we get back from dropping him off, I'll be making some calls. And then around 11, when I stop the calls, I'll be starting some modules for the reverse selling program. Not going to get into how the program works because it's a powerful program. I have a half a dozen friends across the country in it at various stages. Some for the last 3 years, some have been there 6 months, and everywhere in between. And to a person, their business has exploded. Not because the program itself is a magic bullet. I mean, there's a lot of accountability, there's a lot of skills, there's a lot of upskilling, but just the camaraderie, the community, really intentionally focused agents looking to grow their business and sharing those tools. I'm a part of several communities that do that, but none to the extent of the reverse selling program. And I'm excited about that. I think I've graduated into it because I'm always looking for mentorship and a focus on that type of leadership. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the calls I'm gonna make today. We're more than halfway through September, and traditionally, from what I'm told, the fall is the slowest part of the real estate season. That's not been my experience in the last year. My first year, all my listings that I got were from the fall, and kind of slowed down in the spring. So I'm trying to be intentional with that. So I have 2 listings that are going live this fall, and I want to be in a position by the end of this month. I have at least another 2. So I want to have 4 by October. Well-priced listings that are priced to sell, and just continue that vantage point. I want to be in the position where I'm adding 3 or 4, good listings a month, if not more, because the goal next year is 25 closed transactions. At the price point and the commission rate that I command, that's going to be a solid income, because the goal isn't just a good income. It's not just vacation time or spoiling my son with gifts and toys and vacations, but I really want to retire my wife from her job. It's cheesy to say, but she hates her job. I hate her job for her. It's a very toxic environment, and 25 transactions closed in 2026 will allow her to walk away from her job in 2027 without fear, because 25 transactions even after taxes and after splits and after fees, you know, the side money would be at least 2 to 3 years of her income. So it'll be the position where if she wants to go back to school full time, she can. But, you know, I can get my wife back. This job is really draining on her. It's just a really horrible environment. I mean, she does really, really important work for people that don't really care or appreciate it. And I want to put her in a position where she can do what she wants and get the joy out of it. That's what I'm trying to work so hard for. As for my son, I guess he wants a Nintendo Switch 2. He wants a PS5. I want a PS5.
I want it.
I want a PS5. I just want to play with you with it. So we have some toys that we're looking for. That's going to happen this year. But for my wife, the goal is she can walk away from her job in 2027. So yeah. So not that, you know, reverse selling, consulting is a magic bullet, but the people that put in the work get the results. And it's a lot like drinking out of a fire hose. It's also like laying on a lawn of knowledge. Like, you can absorb a lot either passively or aggressively. My goal is to absorb a lot aggressively, and the learning is in the doing. So when I get a bit of advice that matches my business, that matches the lead pillars that I'm pursuing, it matches the type of business I want to build, I'm not just going to like, oh yeah, that's good information, and take notes. I'm going to apply it. I'm going to apply it immediately, because, you know, the coaching program, from just the day and a half that I've been listening to the videos and being in the meetings, you know, there's a lot of people that are always in a coaching program, kind of like in it, like even for like a gym, where you spend a lot of money and you do nothing with it. Like, the concept is just baffling to me. You know, I'm not in a position where I have thousands of dollars to throw away, so every dollar that I put in must go somewhere. So I'm looking forward to just getting the information, making it actionable. We have a wonderful opportunity in the Tampa Bay market where there's an overabundance of expired listings, because there's an overabundance of overpriced listings, because there's an overabundance of agents that can't keep it real with their clients. And one of the things I want to take advantage of that is just coming across as honest and sincere and saying, look, I understand why you want to get this house for $700,000 on the market, but what's going to change if we do so? You know, this house, unfortunately, is priced to move at $550,000, not $700,000. Those are difficult conversations to have, and I'd rather have those conversations day one and then have it later. Like, if you're on a date, you'd rather find out on the date that this is going to go anywhere than have that conversation in front of a judge when you're splitting assets. So much the same way I want to be in the conversations with these sellers, offer them help, offer them advice, and hopefully they decide to work with me. But I'm not going to work with delusional sellers. I've done that, I've learned from it, and it is not helpful. It's a waste of time and money. That being said, everyone thinks their home is worth more than it is. But one of the things I've learned from Brandon, just from his free YouTube videos, is how to present the data well enough to a seller that they can see the point of pricing their home where it is, or doing a price reduction based on activity. So I want to learn more and more and how to communicate that more effectively. So that way I don't necessarily have to get 45 listings in order to get 25 closings. I like to get, you know, bat 100 next year and get 25 listings and get 25 closes. I don't like cancels. I don't like expireds when they expire on my watch. I've yet to have one expire on my watch, but, you know, I've had 2 cancellations, one for a death and one for just disagreements, and I don't want to go through that process again, because you put in a lot of effort into these relationships. So yeah, I'm excited about what the next stage of my business is. I'm excited about 2026, and hopefully at the end of 2026, retiring my wife from her soul-sucking job. That's my goal. So everyone, thank you for listening. Talk to you later. Peace.